How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a 23-year-old Iowa inmate by the name of Josie Smith, who was convicted about 4 years ago on at least 15 sex crimes against children, ranging in age from one, like a baby, up until 13. Now, according to a statement from the Iowa Attorney General's office, they're talking about letting them go. Just walk, go home free, no more penitentiary. Now, I'm not really sure where to begin, so let me start from the very top. Let's get back to this guy, that the pedophile, the rapist, whatever. He had been molested all his life from right around 7 up until whenever, according to him, and he's been doing the same thing all his life. He had been molested, and he's a molester, allegedly. The him molesting part, that's been proven in court. He already got locked up. It is what it is. They say, well, experts say he has a very high chance of reoffending because no long-term relationships, sexual abuse in his past, had molested like 15 children, and he was very young when he got locked up, like 18 or 19. So he has a very high chance of reoffending and going right back into the penitentiary. So the question must be, if he's locked up now, he got convicted on 15 sex crimes against children, why, oh why, will Iowa talk about letting him go? Well, Joseph, his new name is Josie. He's been undergoing, I guess you would call it pre-gender reassignment therapy in the penitentiary. He's been using different pronouns. Oh yeah. So since he now identifies as transgender, they are saying that would be enough to maybe let him go. And also the hormones. They're saying, oh, well, since he has less hormones, less testosterone in his body, he may not really go out there and offend. And they're using really kind of slimy language, not really sure language, talking about, oh, well, he may. Look, if you're going to let this guy go, who is obviously a predator, I mean, 15 sex crimes, you've been locked up for at age, 18, 19 when he got locked up? If that's you, and you got a history of problems in your past, obvious mental problems, I don't think just allowing the mental problems to continue by becoming transgender is going to solve the issues that got you in jail to begin with. Just because a person has less testosterone does not mean they can't be a rapist. There are female rapists, people that are actually born as female that are rapists. And then a guy like this, obviously this mind is not really all the way there. And it's clear because he's now going through with this whole gender reassignment surgery. And by the way, he's currently in kind of a halfway house. Oh, they already let him go. Like this is already going on in the works. He's not in the penitentiary anymore. He's in kind of a transitional home, halfway house, whatever you want to call it, getting ready to be released. Okay. But playing along with his mental illness is not going to help him become better or prevent others from being injured or targeted for injury. It's just not going to happen. A guy like this should be under the jail. Now, some would say, ABL, have a heart. He was molested in his past. Look, I understand if anybody touched this person when they were a child, they need to get sent up under the jail, set on fire, the whole 9 yards. If you need the gasoline in the matches, I got it. You understand? That does not mean that he is allowed to do whatever he wants because he was a victim. That's not how that works. You punish the perpetrators. You don't punish innocent people. That's not how it works. You got to follow the laws. You can't just be going around doing whatever you want to do because you're a victim and now you're transgender, all this, that, and the third. And see, this is kind of where the LGBTQIA ABCD squad goes off the rails. Okay. If somebody wants to be gay, I don't care nothing about that. That's your business. However, when you want to molest boys and girls as a man yourself, when you want to take people's personal choices away, when you want to abuse children, I can't defend you at all. Your past and everything, okay, I understand. That's sad. Get them, the people that actually did that to you. But you can't go out here and victimize others. Just because you're part of the LGBT squad does not mean that you can't be a criminal. I don't care what particular squad you're a part of. You can be part of any kind of quote unquote protected class. You know, you could be whatever. They have laws that can lock up a child for committing a violent crime. You go to Virginia, What is the age you can be charged as an adult? 14. So let you be 14 years old, pull a home invasion, shoot somebody or whatever. Oh no, you going to the adult penitentiary. Or if you don't go to the adult penitentiary right away, you go to juvenile, then get transferred to the adult penitentiary where you do your time at. You won't get this whole juvenile treatment, white gloves treatment. That ain't really going to be how it works. So if you could lock up a 14-year-old and put him in jail as an adult, or give them the time equivalent of an adult, then surely this person who was an adult when he did what he did should be responsible for what he did and shouldn't just be getting off with a light sentence. I mean, 15 people and you get off in what, like 4.5? He got locked up in December 2015. So, I mean, you're talking about a little over 4 years, like 4 years in a month, and he's already in a halfway house. He could be home by the summertime of this year. And it's not fair and it's dangerous. Like, beyond it not being fair, it's dangerous. Now, they will say he has to be a sex offender, registered. He's got to check in. But we have seen sex offenders reoffend. People that check in and know where they live, all this, that, and the third, they reoffend. And I don't know about you, but I would not want that guy anywhere near me, or if I had kids, anywhere near my kids. Simple as that. I would not want him near any kids. The best place for him would be in the penitentiary. Sorry. Maybe there were some things that happened that made him that way. Maybe not. I'm not really concerned about that. I know it may sound kind of cold or whatever, but I just want safety to be the primary thing here. And if you have molested 15 children, not just adults, but kids, a baby, you got to go. That's all it is to it. And I don't know what kind of crack they're smoking in Iowa to think about letting this guy go. Oh, he might not recidivize. Even if they are right and he does not reoffend because of the hormone replacement therapy or whatever. And by the way, they're talking about gender reassignment surgery. He has not had that yet. So he's in the halfway house, still with the twig and berries, but I digress. The whole point is that it doesn't really matter if he gets the hormones or whatever and he doesn't recidivize, he doesn't reoffend. He should still be in jail for what he did. Becoming transgender does not absolve you of your crimes you've done in the past. You still got 15 victims here. I've seen guys get more time for money crimes, IRS, tax evasion, this, that, and the third. So why should this guy get off early after he done molested 15 children? Crazy world we live in, but I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that the fact he has become Josie rather than Joseph absolves him of his crimes he's done in the past? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. Or are you on my side? He is a predator, a violent person, a dangerous person, a pedophile. He should not ever see the light of day. Or at least not 4 years and then get sent home talking about, oh, he won't reoffend, or it's a small chance to reoffend. This is the most, I've seen some things in my life, okay? I've seen some ridiculous things, but this is right there at the top. This is like top 5, top 2 or 3 maybe even. This is really crazy. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.